I'm Cristina Howorun in Brampton on the eve of a major constitutional challenge that could change family law across the province. Now, imagine having a child through a casual relationship. He grows up to be a loving, caring, and funny young man, but he has a disability that means he will require constant care. Now, you're going to pay for that constant care for the rest of his life, but the father doesn't have to, at least not once your son turns 21, all because you were never legally married. It's a situation that Robin Coates finds herself and her son Josh in, and one that she aims to change. She's taking the Ontario government and the son's father to court to change the law for her and Josh's sake, but also hopefully for that of thousands of other Ontario families.
For Josh, there's a lot of expenses that he has that I want to continue, and so I feel as well that it should be divided equally between the mother, the father, and the state. And in my case, his father's chooses not to be part of his life, so I carry the brunt of the, like I'm taking care of him, making sure that he's fed and has his medications and whatnot. And so his father is not contributing to that. So it gets quite exhausting when I'm doing it all on my own. And then to imagine, let's say, having to go and get 2 or 3 jobs to accommodate this day program, it's an unfair. To me, it's just very unfair.
Robin says she needs the money to continue to pay for Josh's programs and activities. Now, if he was able to pursue post-secondary education, this wouldn't be a problem. Section 31 of the Family Law Act reads, every parent has an obligation to provide support for his or her unmarried child who is a minor or who is enrolled in a full-time program of education to the extent that the parent is capable of doing so. Robin says Josh's father is capable of paying, and just because Josh can't pursue higher learning shouldn't disqualify him from receiving the support. His father disagrees, which is why the case is headed to court tomorrow. Under federal law and the laws of every Canadian province, save for Alberta and Ontario, Josh's father would be required to continue those payments if they had been married before. Now, Robin's legal counsel says a win in tomorrow's case won't just be a win for Robin and Josh, but ideally for others as well.
The impact we're hoping it will have is that it's going to convince the government, and specifically the Ministry of the Attorney General, to go ahead and change the law. Because right now, what the law does is it widens the gap. Basically, it causes more harm to children from disabled community and from the LGBT and trans community than the federal law, because the federal law would allow for support from the parents. So that's what we're hoping is going to happen tomorrow.
Now, the proceedings are actually only scheduled for one day, and that's tomorrow, but Council doesn't expect a decision to be made for some time.